Hello, everyone. This is Maria with mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another card making video. I am not calling these tutorials anymore because in reality, what we do together is we gather as friends and then just experience here with what we have going on. Whatever card I've seen that I like, we kind of experience with it together. And I'm saying all this because I had a comment on my paper pumpkin kit saying, kind of like, I'm not sure how to say, which it was a comment regarding that. And so I just want to remind you all that I am by no means an expert in crafting. Hey, Ida, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I am not an expert in crafting. I craft a lot. I love it, and I kind of learn here with you guys. Um, I see folds that I want to try that I've never made, and that's kind of how it rolls. It's like, oh, I want to try this, and we learn together. So this is a place for learning. This is a place for growth and for nice and supportive comments. We have a really small but super cool little community, and I think that it's a lot of fun. Hey, hi Judy, hi Tracy. Oh, thank you. You know what? I just think it's important for people to know that I am not an expert, right? Do I have fun doing this? Oh my goodness in heavens, you guys can tell I have a lot of fun. And sometimes depending on the card. Hey Carrie, I hope you're all doing well. I can even make several different cards just playing with them, but a lot of it is my own learning process, right? Hence that takes me into we're going to do today a card with triangles because I just realized how much I struggle with them. It's just like, what's wrong with me and angles, right? Like I just can't cut them correctly. So that's partially why we chose this card for today. So we can practice a little bit more how to work with angles. Um, Hey, Rachel. So, for those of you that may be confused, hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Susie. I am able to have my live both in Facebook and at YouTube. And so, wherever you are watching from, thank you. Thank you so much for being my crafting buddies. And more importantly, do comment here so you can be part of. Thank you, Elizabeth, for sharing. I will. Carrie, you're so funny. Carrie is saying, "Can you tell my son I'm in a cool group?" You're of course part of a super cool group. This is a fun place, guys. I think we all have a lot of fun together, and that's what this is really all about. Oh my God, right? Exactly. Judy is saying none of us are experts, but we know how to have fun. I know, I get you, Judy. That is totally true. So, anyways, I just wanted to say that up front. And now we can move on with our regular stuff. I am going to, let me see. Let me see, because I didn't. There we go. Oh, geez, there we go. I'm a little bit far away, so I'm just kind of making this closer to the right place. I'm moving stuff. I guess I got distracted and did not make this correctly. Okay, so I don't want to make a lot of announcement, guys. I feel like I should, but I am not going to. I do want to point out this just because I have to say, I really like it. So this is our new paper pumpkin kit that's coming in July, and oh my God, it says summertime accordion folk cards. I can't wait. I don't know you guys, but I can't wait. I'm so excited about that. So we'll see what we come up with. Super cool. I'm really excited about it, I have to say. I just saw it today. Actually, when I was getting ready for the live, I'm like, oh my God, I've not updated the paper pumpkin. I don't know how they call them, layers or whatever they call them. And I'm like, I need to update it. And I just saw that and it's like, oh, I want that. I want it so bad. So super excited. I am really happy that my June paper pumpkin kit is coming. And we're going to play with that as soon as I get that one. Okay. I did order some of, let me move up here. I did order some of the products that were available for the demonstrators from the online exclusives. I think they're coming tomorrow. No, Thursday. Thursday. And so I'm really excited to play with those two. I told you guys one of them is Christmassy, and oh my God, right? Judy is saying she's looking for her paper pumpkin. It's I'm waiting for them. I think I'm gonna say this. I don't know before I became a demonstrator how the paper pumpkin kits looked like, but since I've been a demonstrator, I have had very good luck. There's just been a couple of them that I'm like, not all the way they're, in love with them, but most of them have been amazing. I do want to say, Denise Dome, if you are watching by any chance today, don't forget to contact me to Maria at mariascraftingcorner.com. You won last week's raffle, and so I'm going to give you another week so you can contact me. I already tried to contact you via Facebook, but I mean via Facebook, sorry, by via YouTube, but I have not heard from you, and I need your address in order to send you the card. So I'm going to give you another week, Denise, so you can get a hold of me, and if not, we'll raffle it again. So that's that. Let me come back down to the crafting table. Let's see. Ooh. Hey, Anita, how are you? It's so good to have you all here with me today. So hopefully you like the card we are making today. I always say the same thing. I guess you guys probably already know this. I've been struggling with triangles. The card we made, but I realized how much more difficult it was to work with triangles than I thought, was the double, what's it called? The double, oh my God, I forgot it. Well, it was an Easter card. I already forgot the name. I'm so good at these things. But I was like, oh my God, when I was working on the actual, other cards, it took me forever to figure out the angle situation. And then I made a card for Paper Pumpkin Kit a couple of videos ago. And that was also a situation, right? So I was a little bit taken aback at my inability to work with triangles. And I am very proud to say I am not sure I moved any further. So, but at least the ones I have are good. If somebody has tips on how to cut triangles, please let me know. I guess my it's not how to cut them, it's how to layer them, and for the layers to be like um, straight. I don't know if it's not possible, if it's me who's not able to, but because of that, there was a card I saw on Pinterest. This was one of those cards that had nothing of nobody. Like, I don't know why Pinterest allows, they just upload something and you can't see whose is it. So I can't give credit to anybody. But I did saw several other cards in Pinterest with triangles that way. I'm going to say something really interesting. For some odd reason, Pinterest thinks I talk or understand German and French and Dutch and who knows what other pins or languages, because all the pins I get sometimes are like in other languages, and I'm like, for real? Like, where do you think I know this? Because, it's a very cute card, but it takes a lot of time to kind of figure out the card. This one, though, is a very, very simple card. It does not have weird cuts except the triangles, which is a problem for me. I hope it's not for everybody, but we are going to work together. I don't know how to call it. It did not have a name. I did not find the name. It's like a triangle fanfold, and we're going to go with that because, yeah, fanfold is like our generic name. So we're going to go with that one. We're going to need a card base. This is in Pretty Peacock, and guys, I am loving this color. I've never seen it before because I became a demonstrator and this was already retired, but I really like this green bluish color. And this is just a regular 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to need another piece of the same measurements. And this one is already scored in half, and this is going to be our base. I'm going to bring my bone folder here to crease that. And we're going to put this aside for a minute, and we're going to bring our trimmer, my beloved friend. And let me make sure this is in a place you guys can see. Guys, let me know if it's too close. I think it's okay, but for some odd reason I got excited in doing something different, and it is it's what it is. Okay, so I am, as you guys can tell, this poor thing has been everywhere. I think I know where this came from, but we're going to use this one because we're going to cover that anyways. So I am going to go ahead and align the 8.5 side to the edge of my trimmer, and I'm going to score at 4.25, which is the half, right? And now we're going to do, yes, we're going to cut triangles. Yay! So I am going to I'm going to align that score line with my edge here. And I'm going to say this ahead of time. Let me move this here into your camera view. Is that in your camera view? See, I think I'm too close. Let me see if I can move a tiny bit ahead. Far away. I'm moving closer, actually. Haha. Just a tiny bit. Sorry about that. Well, it doesn't seem like it moved a lot. Okay, that's a little better, I think. So you can see the whole effect. So again, I'm going to get that place where I just scored, and I am actually going to do this. I'm going to fold this a little bit so I can see better. This is a darker card, and I don't want to put like my big head in front of you. So I'm going to align that there, and the edge, this point in here, the corner edge, sorry. And I'm going to move though my cutting blade to this area. Why am I doing this? Because I have had that experience where I go and cut here on this pointy area, and it kind of gets all mushed up. So I figure that it's much easier to start in an area that is straight and I have more area to cut. So let's hope this is fairly okay. I was planning to have these done beforehand, but here we are doing it together. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We are going to align our score line to that. And I'm bringing these up here towards me so I can actually see better. And we are doing the same thing. I'm also using this end where I have more area to cut, so I don't smudge that corner. And we are going to cut. And hopefully I cut well enough. Now we are going to move this here for a minute, and we are going to fold this way. Why am I folding this way? Because I need to, I'm being mindful that I have this blemish there, and so I want for it not to show. Now this piece is going to be attached to here, and so this is how our card is going to look like. It's going to open almost this way, and then you'll be able to kind of let it sit. Okay, this way, this way. It looks very beautiful. Wait until you see the cards I made. One of them is for my husband's for Father's Day, and I really, really like the outcome of that one. Now, I like the idea of making this one in here a pocket. So we have a pocket for a gift card. We have a pocket for some tags. We can just have a lot of fun with that. So I am going to adhere this and put our glue on this side and on this side only. So we'll leave this area empty for that pocket. So that's our first step. I'm bringing my glue. Oh, by the way, guys, it fixed itself. I don't know why, but it's working back again. And so that's the good news. I didn't have to buy another one. I was a little shocked that it was not working. So very sad. I am trying not to put it all the way towards the edge, towards the score line, just so it doesn't, when I, press against it, so it doesn't like splash all over. But the reality is, if it does, it's fine too. We just clean it. Okay, and I'm just putting a couple of lines of glue. You know what, Elizabeth? I had not, well, let me rephrase this. I saw it a long time ago when I started, like some of the cards that people have in Pinterest and whatever. And I'm like, that is a beautiful color. But I just, see it. And then when they came up with that online exclusive, which is the one where the paper we're going to be using today, the Hello Irresistible, I was like, oh, good news, that color is coming back. Okay, so I just align very well, as best as I can, my border here, my scored area here towards the edge of this card, and glue it together. And that, now we have our little pocket there, and this goes on its own. When I mean on its own, I mean it's not glued. That's not it's not on its own. That's weird. Okay, so I am going to start decorating this piece first. I did bring, this is one of those beautiful Hello Irresistible. Is that the name of them? Am I making that up? I hope I'm not making that up. Let's see. I didn't make that up. Yoo-hoo! It's Hello Irresistible. That's good news. But look at this beautiful thing. So I rarely ever use embossing powder, not powder, um, paste, sorry. And so I had a few old ones. They weren't bad because I don't use them. And so I got this one, I don't know, probably a few months ago, and it's been there sitting looking at me like, when are you going to use me, right? Like, hello, I'm here, hello. And I still have not used it. And then I saw this paper and I wanted something um like really not busy for the back of the card. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like too simple. So I use this one. I don't know if you can tell, this is the actual shimmery white. I don't see a whole lot of white, and I don't know if it's because I didn't really like mix it, but I can see the shimmery, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks so delicate. This on its own, it's a perfect background for any card, right? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am going to layer this on white. I did struggle for a little bit. I wanted it to be gold because this color, let's face it, this color will do really, really well. And I am seeing that I'm making, like I'm moving far ahead. So let me move a tiny bit there. It seems to me that I keep moving that way. So let's hope you guys don't mind this. At least you don't see the reflection. So I really wanted to use gold because gold against this looks really, really beautiful. But like the paper itself did not have any gold at all. And so I ended up going for white, which does provide a beautiful contrast between these two papers, right? So let's go ahead and I'm going to put that there. I'm going to bring my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to add these to our layer. Now, do remember that all those measurements are going to be down below, in the description down below, and they will be also in my, I got too excited here, in my blog. So don't worry much about them, but it's usually very easy in my world because I like eighths. So you know that for sure, this is going to be an eighth smaller than these, and this one is an extra eighth smaller. So thank you, Ida. I am glad you like it. So this in the end is let's see, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Okay, and now we're going to bring up here our Stampin' Seal Plus and adhere this. And if you notice, I was trying not to even finish it. In the end, I realized that I had put it mostly all together, and I actually want this side here because it's more of that blue and has more of that unfinished look. And I like that a little bit better for whatever reason. So I'm going to put this in here. And that's the card. That's going to be like this. You can decorate this a little bit more if you want. You'll see that the rest of the cards I just did not decorate. I used, how can I call it? I'm not sure of the word. I used a more impressive is not the right word, but a more noticeable background in here, but I did not do anything else to it. So this is going to stay as is, and this is going to come here, and the part that we're really going to decorate is this one, um, a little bit more. Like the heavy part of the decoration is going to go in here. I am going to add the layers here, and then we'll add this layer so we're done with the layering. And I am bringing all my little pieces. You guys know I love my little pieces. I have these already cut, but I do have, and I want to go with you around the cutting the triangles, which is really my problem, right? I get it. I get it that it's not everybody that has this problem. So the first thing I found out is most of the time when I cut eighths worth of triangles, they are very, very close. So it's less of an eighth and a little bit more of a, let me cut this, more like a 16th difference. And this piece I'm cutting is just an eighth smaller, so like we said, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And so let me move this here. When I cut these in half, and I'll show you what I mean, and this is mostly a line. Like when I put this in here, and you'll see it here in the other one, these, whoops, you see how close it is? Like it's much closer. I don't know. It feels much closer than the regular eighth, and I think that is because you are cutting these in half. I'm not sure if that's the reason, but that's what I've perceived. So I think that probably the wisest thing to do is to cut a fourth smaller, and that will be easier to work in here. And then from the next layer, another fourth smaller. So this layer would be 4 by 5 1/4 and cut diagonally. And then the other one would be 3 3/4 by 5. I hope that makes sense. That's what seems to have worked better when I was like playing around. I still stick to my eighths because I, in the end, managed to make it work mostly. And so I use this one that has that darker, oh my God, pretty peacock color. Um, and the background is also a little dark, but let me show you this. When you put this together, it really matches well with that lighter color, and it brings, hey Joanne, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And so that is how I manage. But if you see here how close this is, so again, this is more like an eighth of it. And I'm not going to change it here, but you could totally cut, a 16th. Hey, Donna, how are you? I hope you're doing well. A 16th of it, maybe extra if you want it more white. I am just not going to struggle with it and kind of let it be. The other thing that it's definitely true for me is I have to use glue when I am using triangles. There is no way in heaven I will use something different because, oh my God, I need like to play with them. So give yourself some grace and some time when you're doing triangles, because of my experience. Maybe you don't struggle, but yeah, give yourself some grace to not glue things right away because I need some movement. I don't know if you can tell how much and how tight that is. And this is 5, and this is just the same measurement, right? So I don't know if it's me not measuring correctly, but that's where we're at. Now, I have to say that white and that green, blue, I don't know, it's a bluish green, looks adorable. I really like that color combo. And again, we're going to bring our glue that fixed itself. I am so happy it fixed itself because I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know any about this. Like, why? And I'm going to extend this just to make it easier for myself. Um, again, let me move this. Oops! Don't get glued. It was getting glued. You see, guys? You see what I'm saying? I definitely struggle. So, do you guys have any tips for me to when you do triangles? Is there something specifically that you do that works better for you? And do you want to share with us here in our live, right? Okay, so this is how this is going to look. We have a whole set of things to decorate the front, but we're going to go and work with. That seems a little rebellious. One of the things I really, really dislike of glue is that it does not like adhere immediately. But anyways, so I again have all my little pieces here. We are going to move to this piano, and I want your input here. I'm going to bring all my pieces. So my thought is I want these to be, you see, this goes like this, right? Oh, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. I want this to go like this, but be mindful that when you open this and you want to stand up, it's just going to look all together. So I don't know if I want these like this with this paper or just leave it white. See, and we can just emboss this in white. And I think that may look really, really cute too. And I am seeing, I don't know if you guys can tell, this is a little too close to think, I think. That's good, I think. So what do you guys think? Do we want these or do we just emboss this? Let me bring you the other colors in here, the other pieces I have thought of. So this is very similar to the other one we have in there. Okay, so this is how this is going to look like. Now, two things that I think is very, very important. The first one is be mindful how you cut. If you are cutting cardstock that, it does not have any pattern in it, then it's very simple because you can, let's say we cut this way. So you can turn this around and make this way, right? Or backwards, okay? But if it has a pattern, you do have to pay attention as to how you are cutting this area. And I know most of the people in these live have some experience with this, but I am going to bring this piece so you guys can see what I am saying. I'm going to cut this at 4 and 5. And again, this is us learning. Yeah, I like the well, obviously I cut them. But then at some point I was like, do I want it that way? So let's see who votes. Come on, people, let me know. What do you prefer? All white or some pattern paper? So, okay, not this one because this one obviously wouldn't mind much. No, it does. So if I cut these, and I'm bringing my paper here so you can see what I'm saying. If I cut this way, this piece will only be able to go here or here, but you will not be able to do it differently. And let me show you. Okay, I'm going to cut this. It's probably not going to go very well, but so I'll be able totally to put this here and this one here, right? But I will not be able to do the same here. So in order to put it here, I will have to turn it over. So I have to be mindful of from which corner I am cutting. In other words, if I want it this way, I had to cut on this end towards here. And I hope that makes sense, but you guys can't imagine how many pieces I damaged. A few. Let me just put it out there. A few. So I realized that that is something that was complicated for me, that I had to pay attention. So do pay attention about it. I do like the color combo. I don't see anybody else voting. Is anybody voting? Come on, Facebook people, don't say I'm about to do this. Let me know. Okay, time is up. I know that there's a delay, and so I'm gonna give it like one more second before I actually glue this. But I really like this color combination, and this is Lost Lagoon. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. Pretty Peacock and so soft seafoam. I was gonna say so saffron, and it's not that, but it is the soft seafoam, and I really like it. It's very calming. But they always say the greens are calming, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue it, and again, we're going to go very slowly because I mess up very much when it comes to triangles for whatever reason. And I am going to, and I don't know if you guys can tell this. I'm going to bring this in here. And that's why we're building the card together. I feel that there's not enough distance between this and that. One. Like I would like a little bit more. Oh my goodness, Judy, that's a good point. What that means is that I have to, well, I will have to send your cards earlier, so it's fine. um, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So Judy is bringing up that the postage is going to 60 cents in July 9th. So I may want to ration my layers. That's a good point. What that means is that I have to save money for Christmas. Totally. Guys, just okay, let me pay attention to what I'm doing. This wasn't goes like this. Oh my God, Carrie, that's brilliant. I have been doing that too, but I do things and sometimes it happens and I don't even know why I was saving, but I do that. That is a great idea. So Carrie says that she's been stocking on the forever stamps. Because of that increase, and that is wonderful, a wonderful idea. So if you are a crafter that likes, like me, a lot of layers and cards get thick and big and I don't even think about that, um, you may want to start stocking up on forever stamps. That's a really good one. I have to say, I don't send tons and tons of cards, honestly. And so like I to my friends, but some of them, like if for example if I have birthday, I ended up seeing my friends for their birthdays, and so I don't end up sending those. And for example, if I send some to Costa Rica, what I do is I just make a big package and give that package to send that package to my mom. It's like, this is everybody's cards, right? Give them a little list. And so I think that that's why I don't get too concerned about it. But the reality is, it's something that you have to be mindful of. So thank you for bringing it up to our attention, Judy. Okay, let me see. So this is looking good. The other thing I like um, is I really, really like it, and it's that I'll show you here in a minute. I did bring up some extra color for some of these layers. Um, I was feeling a little too green. Like if you know me, you guys know I like a lot of color, right? Like that's no secret. Okay, let me speed up because I talk too much. Guys, remind me, I talk too much. You guys have to like keep me how you call it? Oh my God, I always try to use those slang sayings and they don't work well for me. um, keep me to my toes. Is that how you say it? Am I making that up in the wrong way? Okay. So see how much more flexibility definitely using glue has. And when you struggle with a positioning like I do with here, it may be that you struggle with circles. Definitely use glue. And I am putting this here. Now the other thing, and you'll see in the other card, in one of the other cards I made, um, I like to form these two triangles. I don't know how to say it, but this to me has like some continuity, right? And so I like that. One of the other cards I didn't do it that way. I still like it very much, but I just didn't do it that way. So it's good to know about, you know, kind of what you are looking for, and what patterns you may be willing to work with when you're making the card. So I did say initially that we are using the Hello Irresistible. I forgot to mention that that for that first pattern that I used. Haha. Okay, this is Maria, such a good businesswoman. For these beautiful pattern, I use these masks from our artistic mix decorative mask, and I really like them because they bring five masks. I'm missing one. Yeah, 5 masks. Um, That makes sense. So Susie is saying that if you donate your cards to charity organizations, 2 layers or 1 layers are preferred just to eliminate postage. So thank you for those 2 tips. That's very good that you know you're aware. Make note of that. So every set of masks bring, well, I don't know every, but this set specifically brings 5 of them. I like this one very much because you can play a lot with this. This is the one we used. This one, I feel, this is the one we used for our double swing card. And I love this one. I think that this will look amazing if you play with it with different colors. And finally, we have some big squares. So for the price of them, you get 5. And I think that's a really good deal. Let me go back to what we were doing. Okay. And we are going to be using for this a couple of different products. I have to say, and I'd like to say this, it's important for you to know that you can mix and match. I know that most of you are aware of that, right? Like, of course, you can mix and match the stuff you have in or your goodies, but some people like stick to one simple stamp set or bundle, and I think that oh, see, Judy, so I donate them, but I have somebody that takes them to the organization, and so I think like I will have to be mindful of that. So thank you, Susie, for reminding me of that detail. So here we go. So this is how our card, it will stand on its own, but it will look like this, like if you see it like this, and I think that just looks so beautiful. Okay, that said, so I do have, you guys know I love my stylish shapes, and no, these are our TaylorMade tags. My TaylorMade tags are some of my faves. I have a couple one, and that's what I was telling you guys I got. So I am using mostly the Dainty Delight bundle because I like the flowers and I like these little details. And I also really, really like when the dies brings extra foliage to play with. And this is what these have, and that's why I really, really like it. And it's one of the reasons that I really like Stampin' Up! Too, because they always include so many dies. It's not just the dies for the stamps. They include all sorts of other dies, and I love that. So I cut these from the TaylorMade tags. I obviously put an extra layer in here of color just cause, and I colored these with Calypso Coral and some Petal Pink, which are the colors that are included in that paper as well, in the Hello Irresistible. And I think that these, oops, There we go. This will look good on its own just like that because it just brings a little tiny pop of color. I did create another layer just so I can write a different message in here if I wanted to. And I am going to use, this is the only product that is not available anymore. And I have this one, man, Maria, you're getting skimpy here. Um, and I really like this white. Um, let me see this white ribbon. I love this white ribbon. I love it because you can color it. I love it because you can play with it a lot. And I don't think we have um, another ribbon that you can play as much as this one. But you can always play with the ribbons, right? I'm just saying, I just really like this one. So I'm going to come and bring this here, and I am going to cut this one that is not, I like angles for whatever reason when I'm talking about, at least when I'm talking about these ribbons. And so I made these two layers. I can totally put this like this, so it brings a pop-up here, or I can even just leave these two like this if I want it, right? So it brings the same colors, or I can mix and match however you want these to play with. But I really like this little pop-up of color. And now, so let's start this way, that towards the front of the card. So this is kind of a darker area, right? I feel that this is much darker, and I wanted to bring this down a little bit. So what I came up with is we are going to create a kind of a layer for the these piece I have. This is the decal rectangles, and it has this beautiful celebrate you that comes out in the dainty delight, and some of those beautiful stamps to color. I just put them there to give some fun decoration. I don't have the Pretty Peacock or the Lost Lagoon blenders. I've not bought them yet. You know, I have to be mindful of how I spend my money, and so I just use greens and try to, I think I use an retired Just Jade, and I want to say let me bring, I have the Just Jade there, and I think I used the mint macaroon to just kind of create some of those colors. But nonetheless, I mean, you can also paint them in other colors, right? And so my thought is, let me bring my little pieces here. I have a few of them. My thought is, let's create some sort of like crazy, not crazy, but you know, uneven is the right word. Uneven, this is, yeah, this uneven background. And I'm going to put this one in the middle like that because Maria made a mistake. But this is going to be all covered, right? So what I want is to create that kind of like this, just imagine, and we'll have these on top, and that's just to create some fun with it. So I'm going to remove this for 1 second, and I'm going to align these pieces. I'm going to use glue on one edge just to, again, get those pieces going. And I am moving, I'm going to calculate on the top. These are all 1 inch thick, and they have various lengths because they were just leftovers. That's the reality. They were just leftovers. But I did make sure that the shortest of them will fit well, I mean, with the height of this piece. So that one is not very straight. And then I'm just going to have some fun here with this. Sorry. So I'm moving this like probably like a 6. Oh, thank you, Tracy. They look really good, right? I think that it works very well. I think that green is one of those colors, unless you go into the really, really greenish greens like Mossy Meadow and Old Navy that have a lot more green in them. You are able to play with whatever greens you have to accommodate this. If you're not been able, like me, to get the blending markers yet. Can't have it all. Can't have it all. So I'm going to put some glue in here, and I'm going to bring this to bring just the pop up. And as you can tell, this is just like a 16th. See, you can barely, yeah. So there's a little bit more. This is a little bit in between these two. And I am just doing that so we have some different sizes around. And now I'm going to bring this one because I really, really like the contrast. Let me think. I think I want this one for more contrast. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to bring this one. And I'm going to put this one a little bit below. But I need to make sure that this is going to fit. So how much more below I can put it, it can't go much more than that. You guys can see that? So I need to hold this. I'm holding these all together, so I know I need to keep that one there. And you guys know that like I said in the beginning, I am not an expert. I kind of wing it. I should stop you trying to use like those slangish words the best I can. And okay, so this goes this way. And now I'm going to bring that up on the other side and bring more glue. And a little bit of glue. There it goes. So there we go. And I think I want this one here. And that looks really cute, huh? Thank you, Susie, for saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think it's good. You guys are going to like it. I did use a lot of things all together. That's one of my things, right? I buy the things and I want to use them, and I get it. You know, not everybody is able to kind of accommodate that or work that way, but I want to show you what you don't have that you may need. Okay, so this is kind of how it will look. See how much it pops up in there? I think it just makes a statement on its own, and I love it. So I am going to bring my trimmer. Yes, I do not dare to cut this with my, these are leftover pieces, with my hands, because I do not know how to do that, guys. I don't lie. So I'm going to bring that in there and cut, just because that has a, whoops, that's not cutting thing. That has, you know, that little cut in there. And I can make this a little bit shorter than that one. So I'm just going to cut this one in here. So we have all different sizes of paper. So this is great for scraps. And we are going to put our friend in here. And I'm being mindful that that ugly dot that I have there, is not being, it's not, you know, showing up. And yes, I know we just had this discussion about dimensions, but I cannot help it, guys. I know you know me. I'm just going to put a few dimensionals in here for these card. And we are going to take this over, and we're just going to come up and pop this up. And this just, I think it just looks so, so cute. And when you put it against here, it's just makes such a beautiful statement, I think. And now we're going to put our glue all over, because this does not open. There's no concerns regarding this piece. Okay. And I'm centering this as best as I can. There's too much going on the top and on the bottom. So I'm just really making sure it's aligned here or center here. And because there's, you know, so many different sizes, I'm just going to let that go that way. Now, for this part, I did get, so I have some of that in white, of that beautiful leaf dye that I show you guys. I have, let's see, let me bring some of the stuff I cut. This also comes there within the Dainty Delight. I love this, just like this weird piece. I am not even sure what you use that for, but I cut it just in case. And I did cut another one of these. So I've been playing with this for a little bit, trying to figure out what I want best. And I have these other die cut. This one is in Lost Lagoon. So you guys, what do you guys think? Should I decorate this a whole lot? I can totally put this in the middle. I can also cut these if I wanted. Kind of like this, and so these and that will match kind of setting. I like that because it brings a completely pop-up of color to the card, but we can just leave these in here, much simpler. I also like that option. Let me see, there was something else I cut. This is from probably one of my new faves, and if I find it, that would be awesome. Well, I lost my little piece. Just saw it. How interesting. This also has, let me bring this up, some little flowers like that I can put just in there. Oh, no, not that one. That one is the piece I'm looking for. It's kind of lost. So, and I like that option of just including some flowers. Let's see. Just like that. I think I'm going to go with that. It's much softer than including these color, and I'm just going to leave it white. What do you guys think? If I could find what I cut, that would be awesome, but now it's lost. Lost in space. Just as that piece that we were working, guys. I never found that piece that we cut together. It was here, and I don't know where it went, so it's what it is. So I like this because this is less busy than this one with the leaves, but it kind of matches the whole leaves idea. So, and I'm going to leave those little flowers in there. I think I even had another flower. Oh, here it is. I found it. A bigger flower. Let me bring my take your pick that I can put. I think I want this one in here instead of that tiny, tiny one. And so that's how I am going to decorate that. And so I'm going to bring my glue, and we're going to glue our very big leaf in here. So I made another card of these ones using the Cheerful Daisies. And I have to say, I did struggle with that for a little bit. Tiny bit in there, guys. I am not going to lie. So I loved it new in colors, but I am not sure I like them all mixed and match. But anyways, I think the end result was very good, but I was like, is this exactly what I want? I'm not sure about that. Oh my goodness in heavens, Maria. Let's go. There we go. So I'm going to put the glue in here, might as well. Seems like this is very rebellious. So there we go. And so much simpler than what I was thinking. I was really thinking of using the other colorful one. The other colorful, not colorful, the one that I colored is not super colorful. Let's not get excited. But I am not going to use it. I feel that it just does not do justice. And I don't think if it will mix and match in here. So we're going to let this piece be for now. Okay. And that's our card. So this is going to look like this, and we're going to see it this way. Now let's move to the front. It does have, I had to like do that a lot with the others. And all of them have a lot of layers. You guys know me. I kind of do that all the time. So I'm going to tell you guys, I bought these, and this is called the Delightful Dolly Hybrid Embossing Folder. Man, that's a mouthful. But it does bring an embossing folder, and it brings these to cut in. And I love dollies. Let's just start with the basics. So I did cut a little piece. I cut it on the oh no, it's not that one. It's actually this one. Designer series paper. I did emboss it too. I don't know if you can tell. You can barely tell. And I cut the big piece in white so we can actually see it better. And you don't see it here because I have them together, but this cuts two different pieces. And so this piece, and you'll see it here, this circle will cut in here in case you want just to cut this piece. And this one will actually cut this little doily in here. And we're going to use this piece as well. So I really like it. But again, I'm a doily person. I cannot help that. So I am going to go ahead and glue our doily friend. I think I ended up doing this. I like this side better. You can do this either way. What do you guys think? The one with the darker green, I mean, you can barely tell, but I think it looks weird with the darker green. What do you guys think? I think I like this one better. It's softer. There it goes. And so this way it has some body, right? And then it will pop up a little bit more because it has that white. And I want it just because if I put it this way, I don't know if you can tell, but it gets a little bit, what's the right word? I don't know what the right word is, but it gets like kind of, help me out, guys. It gets invisible. It's not invisible, the right word, but that's the word that comes to my brain. It's harder to see it on its own. If you put the white, I think it's a little bit easier. I'm just putting glue wherever there's a bigger spot for it. Just around. Okay. And I'm going to move this in here and we're going to just like put it together what it will do. There. So the dolly has, I don't know if you can tell here. Let me see. I'm moving these slowly so I don't mess it up too much. So it's really well centered. It has like two little bumps and then just one. And that's how I made it to get it. So this is going to go in here. And I'm going to put some glue. I'm going to put, let me see. Sorry. I'm going to put some glue in there and some in there. And some in here, but I'm not going to glue all completely just because I have other stuff to put in and I want to make sure that everything is going to fit well. So I did cut another one of those beautiful leaves. Oh, here's the piece I was looking for. That's so funny. And I want, see, that's sometimes, I swear, I want this in the back there, like that. So it decorates that. So let's go ahead and do that. See, I'm so glad I was using glue for this. And now I'm going to bring up that. So what I am doing is I am positioning this where I want it. And then I am gluing it. And that's just what works easier for me, right? You have to figure out what works best for you. So this is our first decoration that's going to go in here. And I love how that that's what I was thinking, Ida. So here is this piece. Let's not get glued. And I was thinking, so let's do this real quick. So we're done with that. So this is that last piece that I was showing you guys. And I am going to bring, and this beautiful happy birthday comes from the Circle Sayings. I mix and match a lot of things here. And I'm bringing my pretty peacock. And we are going to stamp this. And you guys know I always do this because, just being safe. I'm moving this in here. Guys, wish me luck. Hopefully this is as centered as it's going to be. I think that's good. And ta-da! Miracles happen. That makes me so excited when that happens. And we're going to put this one in here. See, so that looks so cute, right? Oh, thank you, Ida. I think it looks like softer, huh? I really like, Ida is saying that she likes the white foliage in the inside. I just think it's much softer and I like it. So this is going to go in here. Okay, it goes like right there. And so my thought initially, and guys, I have a lot of, oh, hi, Amanda. Oh my God, from Australia. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. Um, Hi guys, thank you. You guys know I always cut and cut pieces because I don't know what I am going to really end up designing. And so there's two things I did. Well, you guys know already that this is probably my favorite new thing, and it's to create little flowers because I can't help it. So I did create this one. I am not sure this is what I want to use, but I did create them. I do have, let me see, where is it, my friend? I did cut, so here is this one. This is the same. Let me not lie to you. Yeah, this is from the Dainty Delights. This is this little fellow here. And so I figured that you can just create a tiny piece like this and create some interest. I did get this piece, and again, these are all my like thoughts, right? So this one was definitely going to go there. I really like that. I really like to put like this one in here with this one. And where is the white one? I have a white piece that I figure would look nice if I put it up here. And then finally, this is from the, I forget its name, from the Paper Florist dies, that I really like because these are tulips, and so these are the tulips I had here. You bring these in here and you can put them on top, and actually they should be like that. Let me move up front, and that will bring, that could be what we bring here too. So those are all the options. Oh, that's odd, Carrie. I have not seen my hand freezing, which is how I figured out last time that I was freezing. Let me know, guys, if there's some video issues, please. Nothing is showing up here on my end. But so what do you see? So because I was thinking, so this cute flower can go like in here. And so we have something that pops up, and maybe actually we can get this one in here as well, more like that. Or we can bring these and we can put it in here. Let me see one thing. What do you guys think? Thank you, Judy. That's weird. Mine has not frozen at all. Let me know what you guys are if you're having issues with that. So this is what this is a possibility. So I like that if we bring that pop of color in here like that, I think I like that too. And I am actually not going to put nothing underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue in here. So this is going to go there. We'll see. So Judy's saying that her chubby fingers tripped over one another with a very lovely card. I'm so glad you like it. You just crack me every time. And I did not pay much attention when I was gluing this. I want this in here, like with this angle, just like that. So I'm moving this a little bit lower there. Okay, so that's where I want this. I'm gonna go ahead and want to bring my dimensionals. Yes, I know, guys. In here. And again, it's a very simple card, guys. I think like it's much more complicated to me just because I do, struggle with my with setting it up correctly. So a couple of things. I am not going to align this so it just looks off. I like the feeling that it's off. It does not really, it's It's not very noticeable. You can tell. Not too noticeable. And I'm going to bring my little flower because I think this one is too big, right? You guys with me? What do you think? I feel it's too big, but I do like this little flower, so I'm going to put some glue in here. I'll wait for you to tell me if you prefer this big flower um, or the small flower. I am leaning towards the small flower, to be honest. And I am going to bring one of those beautiful, oh my goodness, Maria, this is not a line anywhere. Jesus. Okay, that's much better. And I have one of these are nameless because I don't see the name. They're called Tinsel Gems 3-pack, and it brings the Misty Moonlight Fresh Freesia. And I am assuming this is Lost Lagoon. I don't really know, but it looks Lost Lagoonish, huh? And I am just going to bring that one and put it here in the center. And that was not a very good putting it, but it really looks cute in the center there. And all the other flowers have the same. See, they do both have the same. So see how cute that looks? I think I'm going to go with the smaller flower. I think it makes the perfect detail. We'll use this somewhere, sometime different. Just having that tiny detail there looks good to me. I'm going to adhere this in here just below that happy birthday. And I am going to bring this piece. Thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm going to cut a little bit of this because it's giving me some issues. And I'm going to put these in here. So everything is noticeable. It's harder from far away, but if you see it this way, you can see all the little pieces much clearer just because there's this darker green and the white. And let's see, I'm going to go and glue this. I'm speeding up, guys. I'm speeding up. I know I'm behind. Guys, you have to like push me. Don't talk, Maria. Don't talk. And I think I'm going to go with this. Is it too much? Is it not needed? I am liking it as it is. What do you think? I even was thinking of putting this in here. Now I'm like, I don't know. What do you think? Yes or no? Voting. Let me know, guys. Let me know. It will, like, if we put it that way, it kind of will unify the other thing, and it does bring a pop of color. And I'm just thinking maybe that way. I am going to put some glue in it while I wait for you guys to say yes or no. I know there's always a delay, and so it's a little bit harder to do this. What do you guys think? I can totally remove that, so there's no problem. What do you think? It does bring continuity with this piece, right? And I think I like it that way. And this is our card, guys. This is our card. So let me show you. Actually, let's put some bling bling. Let me bring one of these. Oh my God in heavens, Maria. Looks like I can't work today. Okay, fine, guys. Fine. I'm going to bring this one here because we already have one in here and I like that one very much. And I'm going to bring one in the same size. And I'm going to put it like up here. So we have more green. I think I like this as is. Let me know, guys, what you think. Let me bring the others because they're fast. They're cute and we still have a couple of things. So this is the other one I made. This is with the Cheerful Daisies paper and all. I did use this from Artistically Inked dies, but look at this. Isn't this super, super cute? I really, really like this one. I struggled so much making it and then I loved it. The base of this is boho blue. And this is the copper clay, but I really like this one. And this is not either. This is, I think this is actually the Starry Sky from, yeah, Starry Sky from the old catalog. But this is very, very cute. Okay, I'm off a little bit here. So this is the next one. This is my husband's Father's Day. And yes, I've been using this motorcycle a lot and I love it. So it has that embossing folder in here in silver. And then you just open it and ta-da! I love it. I absolutely love it. I love this one because this paper, double-sided paper, works very well in here. And this is just a little from his all that, a little stamp, and then I left some area here to write, and then finally, of course, a Christmas one, and this is the Christmas one, using all retired products. This is the only one I decorated in this area just because I thought it would look fun to have like some snowflakes and bigger snowflakes, colorful snowflakes. And then this is how it looks. And this is what I was telling you guys about that forming this bigger triangle or just doing separate pages. And you can absolutely do it however you want. The last thing I'm going to do, guys, I hope you really, really enjoy them. Let me know which one you like the best. I am hoping that my video is not frozen. And it may be frozen. Let me know, guys, if it's frozen. It seems like it froze for a little bit. So here's what we're going to do now. I am going to do the raffle. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Judy. Judy's saying she favors the lighter side, but I'm not sure I'm getting it. Okay, so let me, yeah, I see that it's freezing. It's not freezing on my end, but now that I see it's freezing on YouTube. Is Facebook having the same issue? Please let me know. I am going to go ahead and do the raffle for our previous card, which was the one that we turn around. Let me move in here. We'll do this real quick. Okay. Ta-dun, 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 ta-dun. Oh, guys, do you know what I have? Let me do this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and I believe, Betty, you are the winner today. I sure hope that you're watching today or that you'll watch this. Please, please, I do have your address, so I'll send you whichever one you love. There were so many options. You can email me to see which one it is that you like. Let me put my email here, maria@mariascraftingcorner.com. Judy, do you like him? Oh my God, I'm so glad you like it. Really? It's simple and it is cute, right? Let me put it up here. I think it's very cute. Let me tell me which ones you like, and it's thick. Let me move back to the crafting table for 1 second and remove this. That's what you mean. Got you. Thank you. Not invisible. It gets lost. That's the word. Thank you, Judy. See, it is not super, super thick. This one is that has just a little bit less layers. This is less thick. But yeah, it will be a little bit more expensive, but this is less thick. Thank you, Judy, for that. Not invisible. I think you guys are far, far behind from where I'm at. In the video. That's my perception. But hopefully we catch up. Let me see here for a minute. Yeah. Let me know again, which one do you like better? So for the raffle though, these are the two that will be included in the raffle. So either the one we made today or this one with the cheerful daisies. I do always make extra Christmas ones so that way I have to work way less when Christmas comes around. And this one is obviously for my husband's for Father's Day. So this one is definitely off limits. Although this is a gorgeous, gorgeous option. I really like this one. I think it's so much fun. But do let me know which one you like best in the comments. In order to participate for the raffle, you need to have been here in the live and commented so I can include you in the video, in the raffle. And same for the people in Facebook. If you've been watching and you didn't comment, I don't know you were part of this. So you need to let me know you were part of this. Or you can comment down below, and I would really appreciate if you, let me come back up here. If you share the video, because that helps me a lot here in YouTube. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, guys, if you like the video. And if you like the general content of the channel, do subscribe to it. I do go live every Tuesday, and I do paper pumpkin kit alternatives on an unknown schedule. It's usually in the weekend, but I do not have a specific day for the paper pumpkin kits. I can't help it. It happens, guys. I'm so sorry about that. So again, guys, I do hope you are having a wonderful rest of your day. And do let me know, if there's anything, guys, you need. I'm in independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you want a free catalog, let me know. And if you want some free product, just go to my website, mariascraftingcorner.com, and check out the free rewards. A big hug to all of you who've been here with me in the live, and a huge hug for those of you who will be watching the replay. Thank you so much for your support, and see you probably during the weekend in our Paper Pumpkin Kit live. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your week.